What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video on my channel, Hairliciously. If you guys are new, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay updated on my second hair transplant journey progress, as well as video topics covering current hair loss treatments in the pipelines. So, just wanted to give you guys a quick update on day number 35. Before I do so, I wanted to show you guys kind of like the scenery outside. It just snowed probably about 10 hours ago, but I stopped. But yeah, so I'm actually currently staying at an Airbnb until I move into my new house. As you guys know, I did sell my house a few days ago, so I should have settlement on 20th. So temporarily, I'm staying here at an Airbnb. And also, please excuse this cold sore here. I actually got this because I've been pretty fatigued lately with the whole move and everything. But I figured I'd still give you guys an update on day number 35. So here's how everything looks. Let me show you guys up close really quick. This is the left temporal side. The temporal points right there, and then the temples. As you guys can see, there's a lot of hairs that's been shedding. I don't notice too much shedding now. Not as much as I did probably the last few days, but a lot of hairs are already gone, and you guys can tell that the redness is still there, but it's slowly subsiding. I mean, I think it still looks good so far, but there's a lot of hairs here that are still missing. A lot of hairs here that's been shedding. This hair is actually from my first hair transplant, and that's why it's so long. But as you can see, the doctors implanted grafts below it by lowering the hairline just a tad bit. Same thing with this one here. And that's how it looks. So I will be getting a haircut tomorrow. I'm probably going to have to cut the sides short and cut parts of the top, but I don't want to cut it too short because the scalp is still red and I don't want to make it too noticeable. And also in the back, I don't want to cut it too short where it's to the point where I'm going to be able to expose all the FUE scars. I really need to get the SMP done, and I'm probably going to do that sometime earlier next year, and I'll show you guys my journey when I get my SMP done. But yeah, here's how everything looks. One thing that I did notice at day 35, and this is actually something that I also did notice when I actually underwent my first hair transplant, was that some of the surrounding grafts, I even think that some of these are the native hairs that are already there. They're actually turning gray for some reason. If you guys look closely, I don't know if you guys can tell. I don't know if it's going to pick up in this video. But parts of like that hair right there, and it's weird because, you know, you have like a whole strand of hair and it's not graying from the tip where, you know, where the tip is right there. It's actually starting to gray from like the center. So if you have like, if this is your hair, right, and this is your scalp, it's actually graying like in the center. And I really did notice this pretty recently. I don't know if you guys can see right there, but there's like specks of white. And I did notice this, like I said, during my first hair transplant. I'm not exactly sure why that's happening. I think when I did ask the doctor the first time when I got my first hair transplant, I think he said that it's normal. I have a feeling that it might be because of the shock from the nearby grafts that's changing the colors, but I'm not exactly sure. So if you guys have any idea, if you guys know what I'm talking about, leave me some comments so that I'll know exactly why the hairs are graying. It's not falling out or anything, it's just gray, so it's kind of weird, and it's a little bit strange because, you know, the rest of the hairs are their normal texture. It's just some of these surrounding ones, even like maybe like that one up there. But yeah, here's how everything looks. It's so healing up really well. Let me show you guys up close. And the cool thing is that since not all of these grafts actually ended up shedding, some of these are actually getting longer and longer. Like these ones here, you guys can see that they're growing out. But I feel like most of them are going to shed, and that's been the case for my first hair transplant. But if it grows, it grows. I'm not going to stress out too much about it. But as you guys can see, even right there, just the hairs have all been shedding. Same thing up here. A lot of the hairs are gone. But yeah, they're growing because they weren't actually implanted at this length. So here's how it looks. Now, as far as the numbness is almost gone. I want to say about 95%. I can start feeling sensation on my scalp. I can feel it everywhere else. It was just this one area where I couldn't really feel it as much, but now I can feel everything. So it's more closer to 95%. And I think probably once I hit my, or by the time I hit my second month, all of the sensation is gonna come back. And a lot of times that happens because you get nerve damage, which is temporary, and eventually the nerves heal and they attach themselves, and then they're gonna come back. So you don't have to worry anything about that. But yeah, here's how it looks. Let me show you guys the back. And then the mid scalp area. Let me see if I can show you guys. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions, please make sure to leave me some comments below. If you guys have any questions as far as video topics on current hair loss treatments in the pipelines, I'll probably be covering exosomes tomorrow. I already researched, and pretty much I just have to do a video on that. And I know that a lot of you guys have been requesting for me to do a video, so stay tuned for that. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.